So far we had created this dummy data for our products, like as you can see that this all the data for the smartwatch. All right, now I'll also provide this GitHub gist link. So I will also provide this link in the description box, so you can just copy and paste this data and you can use it, so you don't have to rewrite this. Or even, like, I will also provide this repository link, so you can also use that as well. All right, so now I'm gonna click close this smartwatch. So but let me explain you once more, guys, what field we have and why we filled. So we are having ID, name, brand, price, image and images. Okay, and we are having details, review, all the stuff. Okay, and we are having a smartwatch. Okay, so after that, let's close the file, let's collapse all the things. And if you see on the Figma, let's see on the Figma. So initially we have to just show this, and after that we have to show the rating, colors, details, review, and the image, a slidable image. All right, so let's go to the code and let's go to the app.jsx and let's go to the home screen. So currently we are just having a product card and we are not looping it anyway, right? So first of all, what we have to do, so I'm gonna use a FlatList from the React Native, and I'm gonna pass the data. So how we can get the data? So we can write product. Let's go to the smartwatch. So this is the smartwatch data. So let's go to the home screen, and here I'm gonna paste let's copy this smartwatch name and let's paste the data smartwatch, and we have to import it. So I had import smartwatch from the data / smartwatch. So we had imported the data. After once we import the data, we have to render the item, right? Render item. Okay, and here we get the item. Let's get the item here. Okay, and after that we're gonna render this product card component. Okay, now if you see that unterminated string constant. Okay, so there is some error in this here. So on the line number 18, unterminated. Okay, so here we are making one mistake like this. Okay, my bad. So I'm gonna just copy this line of code, and here I'm gonna replace with all the places, like, okay. And okay, let's do one thing. So basically what is happening now, there's some white space between the review, so which I have to just fix it. Yeah, now it's get fixed. Okay, so yeah, we had created this data, not a big deal. So first of all, where we are having a smartwatch data and we are rendering this product card component. Now you can see that. Awesome. Okay, but there's one catch. All right, the catch is that the item should be in a column direct, like two column, not in one column. So I'm gonna make the number of columns as a 2 instead of having a 1. So I just make a number of column as a 2, and I have to just reload the app. Now you can see that we get this a product card. Awesome. Now after that we have to add a separator between these items. Okay, so how we can do that? Okay, how we can do that? To achieve that, we have to use I think what I can do, let me think how we can achieve that. So I'm gonna make the column wrapper style here. So after the number of columns, I'm gonna add one property, column wrapper style, and column wrapper style, and it's gonna be what? It's gonna be justify content space between. Now you can see that it's looking pretty well, guys. All right, now let me reload this quickly. Okay, now I can see some kind of padding on the right side, so let me remove this padding from here. Okay, now you can see that it's looking well, but it's still we have to do adjustment regarding this, so I will do it later. And if you can see that now if I'm scrolling the flat list, but it's not scrollable. Okay, so sometimes it happens. So what you have to do, you have to just reinstall the app by just pressing the A, or just close the app. You can do like that. Okay, so again it's again reinstalling the app. So sometimes the app get hang, that's why it's not scrollable. So now it's okay, now let's scroll once more. Okay, now it's still not scrollable. Why? My bad. It should be, bro. It should be scrollable, but okay. Ecom app UI course. I think this one is gonna be. Let me open this app. Okay, now it's still not scrollable, and that's being very weird. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, so we are having just 2 4 6 items. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add content container style here, and I'm gonna add a padding. Okay, there's some mistake which I had done right now. Content container styling. Okay, and here I'm gonna add padding bottom as a what? Padding bottom as a maybe 120. Now let's check it out. Yeah, it's callable now, and instead of having 120, I'm gonna make this 800. Padding bottom is 800, and now you can see that it's callable. So we are having just 2 4 6 datas in our data for now. Okay, and now you can see that it's callable. But if you see this is a one line which we see, so we don't want to see that, right? So how we can get rid of this? So vertical scroll indicator as a false, so I just make it false, so it will get removed from the UI. All right, now if you see that we are able to just scroll this, the top item is fixed. Okay, so I have to fix that. Like I want that everything should be scrollable, right? So what I'm gonna do, guys, to achieve that, basically, okay, let me explain you first of all what we had done. So far we had created one data. Inside the data we are having smartwatch.js. So we had created some dummy datas like this. After that, we inside this home screen we are using a FlatList component. Inside this FlatList we are passing the data smartwatch. Initially we are getting some typos error, like some extra white space error, so we had fixed that, and you will use that gist, so not a big deal. And after that we are having we pass the data props, so we are passing this array of objects. After that we are having a render item, a function where we are getting the item and the index. So here we get the item and the index. Okay, and inside the product card component I'm gonna pass this item like this. Okay, and the index as well, but I don't want to index, so I can ignore it for now, guys. So we are passing the item as well, and the number of columns. So you can see that there is 2 columns, so we are passing the number of columns is 2, and column wrapper style, it's justify content space between. So you can see that the column, we had applied the space between styling, and content is styling. So we had defined the batting bottom. So from the bottom, you can see that we had given the almost 800 padding from the bottom. So I'm gonna make it 500 maybe. Yeah, so it's like almost 500 padding bottom we had given, and we had removed the so vertical scroll indicator from the top. But if you see that here on this category here list, here you can see that this a vertical scroll indicator, but still we also don't want. So let's go to the category component, and here inside this category component, here we are having FlatList. Okay, and inside this FlatList, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make so horizontal scroll indicator as a false. All right, now it's get removed. Awesome. Now after that, what I need, what I want to achieve, that this content should be also scrollable. Okay, so what we can do, so here inside this FlatList, inside this product FlatList, inside this smartwatch FlatList, I'm gonna have a one that is called list header component, and here we can pass this component like category component. Okay, so what is gonna happen, you can see that now category is also scrollable. You can see that. Now after this category, I also want this main input content should be scrollable as well. So first of all, I'm gonna create one fragment like this. Okay, and inside this fragment I'm gonna just copy this search input code and paste it here. Okay, yeah, now if you see that now it's also scrollable. Okay, so basically whatever content, whatever component or whatever code we move inside this list header component, it will become part of FlatList, and it will be also scrollable. But if you see that find your suitable watch, now it's not scrollable. So it's totally up to you, do you want to add a scroll or not. So I also want to add in scrollable, so I'm gonna just cut from here, and I'm gonna add this as well here. Okay, now if you see that now whole content is now scrollable. Okay, now let me explain you guys for now. So we are having a view. Inside this view we are having just one flat list. Okay, so inside this flat list we are above this content we had inside the list header component we had passed rest of the code, like find your suitable watch now, search input button, and the category component. All right, now after this list header component we are passing this datas. Okay, data is equal to smartwatch, render item like product card item, number of columns is 2, column wrapper is style, and content style, and so vertical is called indicator as a false. All right, now once we're done with that we have to make this stuff dynamic. Now you can see that we had not make this product card as dynamic, so let's make that product card as dynamic. So before making the dynamic product card, make sure you inside the product card component you are reading the item like this and you are returning the component like this. Okay, let me teach you one more thing here, as you guys are beginners, so I'm gonna cut this line of code. So this is how you can return the product card component. Otherwise there's another way. Let me show you guys another way. You can return the product card component by opening the curly braces here, writing the return keyword, and after that you can write like this. This is a bigger syntax. Okay, another short syntax will be like this, which is quite bit shorter syntax, that is called, let's remove this curly braces and just return this component like this. Okay, that's totally up to you, whatever you want to go, that's your call. But yeah, people lot of confused and lot of people DMs me, bro, like I'm getting error on this line. Okay, so make sure to pass the item inside the product card component. Okay, now before making this dynamic, so we have to do one stuff. So first of all I'm gonna you can see that here, let me zoom it here. So if you see that here we are having a padding, so I'm gonna remove this padding from here. Okay, so I just remove the padding from here and I'm gonna add this padding to this content container style. So I'm gonna add padding, what do you call, padding left, padding will be almost okay, let's do one thing. Padding will be spacing dot md and padding will bottom will become 500. I think this looks good. Awesome. Now it's looking pretty awesome, guys. What do you think, guys? What is your thoughts on this? Okay, now if you see that there's one catch, this search input has also applied some padding which we don't want. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just cut this line of code. Okay, and here let's go to this what we can do, guys, here. So what I supposed to do, what we can do here we are having category. Okay, not a big deal. So in here we are okay, let's do one thing, so we're gonna just apply the padding as a spacing dot md, and that's looking pretty well as well, not a big deal for now. So for that, like what I was thinking, so we gonna have what we can do for okay, not a big deal, let's leave it that as well. We gonna not do any other stuff for now. Okay, now after this what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go to this product card component and let's make this stuff dynamic. So nahi. Now to make the product card dynamic, so first of all we have to read this item from here. So we get the item, and if I console the item here, so you can see that what we are getting inside the item. So you can see that we are getting a data, like list of kind of datas. So I'm gonna remove this console for now and I'm gonna write item dot image. Okay, because if you see here, let's close others file, and if you see the smartwatch file, smartwatch.js, we are having item.image. Okay, let's open the product card again, item.image. It's like we can see a kind of dynamic images. All right, and after that what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna make this stuff dynamic, the title as well. So I'm gonna write item dot name, kind of, I think so. Yeah, item dot name. Okay, and item dot brand, item dot brand. Okay, and we're gonna have item dot price, item dot price. Okay, and let's check it out. So we get the Samsung and $50, $50, 50, $84, and it's become dynamic. All right, so this is how we had achieved this stuff. But if you see that this one and this one has the same image like last one, so I'm gonna make this stuff as a dynamic as well. So I'm gonna just copy this image. Okay, and okay, let's do one thing. Let's go to the Chrome My Smartwatch. I'm gonna copy this image link, copy image link, and I'm gonna add it here. My bad. Okay, let's add it here, and let's add this as well. So that, image is not a big deal, like you guys ignore this. This is not any crucial part. This is just making this to look much more better for you guys. Okay, so now we get all the images. All right, now so far we had make this product card as a dynamic, and we are done with the most of the stuff on this home screen. But there's one more thing which I just wanted to know you guys. Okay, before that, let me explain you so far what we had done. So here we inside the app.jsx, we are having a home screen component, and inside this home screen we are having a flat list, and inside this flat list we are having one props that is called list header component. Inside this list header component we are having a text, we are having a view, and the category component. Okay, and we are passing the data as a smartwatch here, and we are having a render item as a product card. Okay, and number of columns, column wrapper is style, and content is style, and so vertical is called indicator as a false. But there's one more thing. We had passed all the code inside this list header component along with the fragment. The reason behind is that we want this stuff should be scrollable along with this product card. That's why we had passed the rest of the item in the list header component. Okay, and now inside this render item product card component, here we are getting the image item, and here we are having rendering the item dot image, item dot name, brand, price, all the stuff. Awesome. So far we had done with this all the stuff. Now let me reload the app. Now another thing could be you guys were thinking, bro, like you had created this stuff like headphone, apples, but this is not working. So I'm gonna work this in the next chapter. So whenever user click on headphone, it should show the data of headphone. Okay, so for that, let's achieve that as well. So I'm gonna close all the file. Let's close all this file directory, and before that, let me commit this all the code. Git commit -m, and home screen with smartwatch completed. Okay, and you can see that no changes to. Okay, before that we have to write git add, git commit -m home screen changes along with smartwatch. Okay, now after that, once we're done with the commit, now we have to work on this link. Whenever user click on a headphone, Apple, Samsung, it shows the data along with that. So let's achieve that as well.